have other
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
restaurants.
yeah, yeah.
So we just want to put our foods in the blog so that more people in
Oh,
Liverpool
thank you.
see the
Oh,
restaurant,
that
the
would be
food.
wonderful.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Okay, so
We have a lot of questions,
Oh.
but we know that your time is very
yeah,
short
I-
and precious.
I have about 10, 15 more minutes, and then I have to go back.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
So-
what do you want to know?
Okay.
Could you?
First, I think we want to know what motivated you to open this restaurant. Maybe,
Oh,
maybe you were raised it?
my two sons. My two sons wanted to have this restaurant because they wanted to live here after Ontario was very cold and this was very nice. Also, my passion for food, and I love to cook. And I love the people. I love the customers. You know, they come in the kitchen. Sometimes I come out here, and they say thank you. You know, we had a really good dinner. The food was good, and it makes you feel good. You know, that was the motivation, and you know, a little bit of money.
That's also important.
It's extra, a little bit extra money, so I can go every year and visit my mother and my daughter in Greece.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, and that's the motivation.
The restaurant you run for more than 30 years is in Martin, but not in Victoria.
No,
but
in Kenora, Ontario.
More in
Ke-
Monterey.
yeah,
Kenora.
Kenora, Kenora, Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a small town. It was the size of
beautiful.
size.
It's near the Rocky Mountain?
No. It's in the middle of Canada.
Oh, okay.
Far away.
Kamari.
Yeah.
Kamari
Toronto,
is,
Ontario Toronto is in Ontario, but we were on the very north part of
Okay.
Ontario. Small town like Sydney here. You know,
Yeah.
Sydney is about 20,000 people. And we had Kenora there. It has a lot of native reserves all around, about 6 native reserves.
Really?
All around, yeah, of the native Indians, the Aboriginal people. They were very good to us. They were very nice people. There was some that, you know, were drunks and that, but, you know, we didn't have any problems. They didn't
happens.
never do you harm. You know, the Indian people, they're peace people. They're not drunks. I mean, they're drunks, but some of them, but they're not out to kill or, you know, they're very good people.
Yeah.
We helped them sometimes, you know, sometimes they were, you know, drinking and they were on the street and, you know, give them a little bit of food and they appreciate it, you know. But we had good customers in Kenora and they loved it. We had Greek parties in the restaurant and they loved the Greek culture and, you know, we had 4 children there, you know, so we got to know people. My sons my daughters went to school there, and my sons played soccer, you know, and the soccer was, my husband started soccer there, and now it's a big event, you know.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Soccer is football. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
in
yes,
Brazil
yes.
we call football.
Football,
Yeah,
yes.
but here,
Yeah.
I know here's soccer.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. And second question, how did you come up with the name of Ithaca? Was it
Ithaca.
random luck?
Ithaca.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Ithaca.
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 It's a Greek island. It's a Greek island,
Oh,
and it's called Ithaki.
Oh.
Ithaki with a K-I in the end. But
Oh,
North Americans sometimes have a problem with that, and we called it Ithaca for easier. Because there's a city in New York, it's called Ithaca in New York, so I thought they would have a better understanding of the name. And Ithaca is in the Greek mythology, in the Iliad. I don't know if you've read Homer, you know, our philosophers, and then our poet. He wrote a very beautiful whole book of poetry that from Ithaca, the king of Ithaca, Odysseus, he went to the war in Troy, and he fought there for 10 years, and then Ulysses, but we call him Odysseus.
Odysseus. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the Odyssey. You know, you might see
Odyssey.
even the
Odyssey,
beautiful movie
Ulysses,
with
yeah.
Armando Santos. Is a beautiful movie. It's called, I don't know if it's called Ithaca or Ulysses but it was a good movie. And because they did terrible, terrible things in Troy, the gods punished Ulysses or Odysseus, and it took him 10 years to go back home. And it also tries to tell you the journey of life. You see the good, you see the bad, you know, and you mature and you come home to your, like you people, after here, you'll have your journey back with a lot of knowledge, with a lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. You're going to so it's a journey going home. So that's what Ithaca means. It has, it's the island, but also a journey to go back home, yes.
And Penelope?
Penelope's his wife waited for him, and she, every night she had these men that wanted to marry her, and she started making a weave. You know what a weave is? Like this thing here. It's in a loom, and she says, when I finish this, I will marry one of you. You know, but at night she would unravel it. You know, she would take it apart and start all over. So yes, it was a beautiful.
Yeah,
but
I like
if you can look for it, the movie is beautiful movie. It tells you the whole thing, and how he returns home, and all the bad things that happened to him, and some of the good things that happened to him. And I think it was in the Mediterranean, and I think he went as far as Gibraltar and returned, and he lost his way. Like he was going the winds, whatever they would take him. And anyways, that was the story of Ithaca.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks. And the third question is, which food is your favorite?
Our favorite. Moussaka. Moussaka. M-O-U-S-A-K-A.
S-A-K-A.
Yes.
M-O-U-S-A-K?
Yes, yes. Moussaka. It's a labor of love because it's a lot of work. You gotta cut all the vegetables. You gotta roast them and put them in layers, and you put cheese in between, and then you make a meat sauce with beautiful nutmeg and cloves and cinnamon and tomatoes, and you make this meat sauce, and you put on top of the vegetables, and then you make a cream sauce, bechamel, cream sauce with cheese, and you put that on top. But it's a lot of work. So at home to do it, you know, here it's easier because I have lots of space, I have lots of ovens. But at home, when a wife makes moussaka, it's because she loves her husband. Yes, but we do have the best roast lamb, and calamari. Calamari is squid. Calamari is, we spell it K-A-L-A-M-A-R-I. Calamari. Okay? Yes. And that's deep fried squid. And you're going to have some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fourth question, could you tell us if your recipes are handed down through generations?
Yes. I don't have a recipe book.
Oh, yeah. So you're from the generation.
It's from my mother, my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was a very good cook. So I learned from there. but here you have to double them and triple them. You know.
Is there any adoptions to put in Canada?
A little bit.
A little
bit, yeah. Not so much garlic,
Only a
you
little
know. Not so much garlic. Although Canadians now are starting to like it, but
And you can find
the products.
The goods
Yeah, there is
to
some from
buy here?
Vancouver. From Vancouver, we have a fellow comes in every week, and he brings us a lot of the imported stuff from Greece, cheeses and yogurt and spices.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and the beans, these beautiful big giant beans, and olives from Greece. So, yeah, there is. But here now, here in Canada, the last 10, 15 years, you can find everything too. You have to kind of look in specialty stores, but a lot of the supermarkets carry lots too. But when we came in 1959, there was nothing. Canada was salt and pepper, and that's all they used for spices, you know. So for us, it was hard. So every time somebody would come from Greece, they would pack oregano or stuff from Greece to bring as a treat, you know. For
But now it's more.
but
easier.
now
Yeah.
it's global.
Global
Yes,
world,
yes.
And another question: do you have any special menu for people who have food restrictions, like an allergy or some religion?
Like gluten. Yes.
We have.
Oh yeah.
We don't have it marked as, but when you come and you say, "Well, I'm gluten," we suggest some of the stuff that you can have.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have the roast lamb, you can have the souvlakis. You can't have the calamari because it's got flour. Some of the sauces have cream. You know, a lot of people are lactose intolerant. They can't have milk. So we try to help them out. And if somebody has a lot, sometimes they say, have a salad. You know, what are you going to do? You know?
Yeah.
You have kids menu?
Yes, we have a kids menu too.
But
for
the
kids.
kids menu is
Small
just
portion.
Small portion.
Small
Okay.
portion, and we have what kids like. Kids like spaghetti with meat sauce.
Yeah.
And kids like chicken fingers with French fries.
Okay.
And we have souvlaki too, the small portion of chicken or pork souvlaki with French fries. You have to make it fun for them.
Yeah.
And we always have ice cream with chocolate sauce. And they're happy.
Okay.
Yeah, they're happy.
Okay. And what is the routine of your everyday life to run this restaurant? Yeah.
It takes over my whole life.
But it's closed in the morning.
Well, we open at 4 till 9, but I come here at 10.
10?
Every day, 10 o'clock. I have coffee with my husband at home. I come here at 10, and sometimes I leave here at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock in the night?
Yeah,
Okay.
I work not all the time, but most of the time, especially Friday and Saturday when it's busy. I put in 10, 12 hours. And I'm going to be 70, so I have to try and get out of it slowly.
Well, I need to eat more grease food.
It's the olive oil. It's the olive oil.
Yeah, of course.
And besides you and your husband, any other family members?
Yes, I have my cousin working for me and nephew.
Cousin?
And a lot of Greek, the young boys here, they're from Greek parents, they're friends.
Oh.
And Dimitri is from Cyprus, the older gentleman here. Yeah, so, but we have Canadians working for us too.
Okay.
Okay.
But I have 20 people working for me.
20.
20 people,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a not a
Yeah, very
big group.
big size.
Yeah, it is.
Huh?
It is. It's lots of work. Lots of work.
Yeah, I
To
can
make
imagine.
Greek food is, well, probably like Japanese food. You have to chop everything. You have to, there's lots of stuff to. You can't just throw it in and make soup. You know, it's. And now Canadians, because they've traveled and because they've gone to different restaurants, they know what they like. They've become more eclectable is the word. You know.
Yeah.
You can't just throw something and give it to them. You have to make it nice, because they have traveled, they cook at home now, there's recipes on the internet, so they know what good Greek food is.
Yeah.
You know, so
They don't have a special food in Canada, but the Canadian people
It's from
appreciate
everywhere. Yes, yes. Well, Canadian food, like the Aboriginals here, the Indians, they had wild rice. You know, that was their main, and game. They would shoot a deer or moose, you know, and they would make it, they keep it and fix it. But they had no salt, no pepper. You know, probably that was good for them. But, you know, and then Canadian is a little bit English, you know, because the English came here first.
Yeah.
You know, so everything was boiled. You know, they put lamb meat, boil it in water.
Potatoes.
You know, and throw in potatoes, carrots,
yeah.
you know, and then salt and pepper. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, but now Canadian cuisine is so multicultural. You know, you know. But I try to just have the Greek food here, and I make some nice pastas, which are Mediterranean, I would say. And we have a steak. You know, somebody wants a steak. You know, we can make him a steak. But I know in Brazil they have very good steak. Yeah. And the sword and they serve
barbecue,
it.
Brazilian barbecue is very different.
Yeah, and Argentina too.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah. My son went. I forgot. He went with this girl. The first time he went, he met her in Argentina. He went. They met there, and they went to this beautiful restaurant. And they had tango dancers. And,
wonderful.
But he was telling me about this beautiful meat that they came in a sword and people would, I think,
a big piece of meat.
Yes.
Here, barbecue is hot dog and hamburger.
Yeah, but they've come a long way. We have very good ribs, pork ribs, and we have chicken. We do everything is a lot of our menu is barbecue, and then we have the moussaka, and we have dolmades. They're like a cabbage roll, but it's wrapped in grape leaves. You know, the grapevine leaves that we have out here. See it's from the grapes. Well, you buy the jar, you know, ready with grape leaves, and we roll them and make that. So, for the four of you, I would like to suggest that you have one of our platters that has a lot of our food. It has chicken. It has lamb chops, it has moussaka, calamari, and then meat dolmades, rice, potatoes, and salad. So it's $80, so it comes to about $20 per person.
That's great.
Okay. Okay. And I'm going to buy you the cheese. That's the most beautiful cheese, and we flame it here with brandy, and it goes up in a fire, and we say "Opa." Okay, yeah. So "Opa" it means we're having a good time. Yeah. So when they're dancing, Greeks say "Opa."
And break some plates too.
We break a plate. Yes. On special occasion, if it's your birthday, you break a plate because it just means that material things are not important. You know, it's, you know, you break it, you don't care because you're with family or your loved ones. Yeah, happy moment.
Wonderful idea.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Anything else? Did you want to ask any more?
I have several more questions, but maybe we don't have enough time.
Okay, just a couple more.
Okay. What do you consider a really good day for you? What do you consider a really good day for you?
A very
good day is when I get all my work done, my preparation, and then we have lots of people, and everybody makes money, and at the end of the night, I make a little bit of money too.
Everyone goes
but my customers are happy. We have wonderful customers.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So the worst day is not so many.
The worst day is if my cook doesn't show up. One is sick or something, or maybe he drank too much the night before, or my stove is not working. You know,
maybe.
Or sometimes my suppliers don't bring me my stuff. early on. Sometimes the truck breaks down, and I don't get my stuff early. So because I get stuff every 2 days. I don't have a lot of room to keep, so everything is fresh too that way. You know, so that's my worst nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
And I guess not making any money if it's a slow day and I don't make any money.
Okay.
But do you have a specific day in the week that is not too good in general?
Yeah,
like
sometimes in the winter, sometimes could be a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday night, you know, not so busy. But we welcome it because it's kind of nice for everybody to catch their breath, you know, it's okay. It's okay. If the rest of the week is good, we're okay.
And what do you require most from your server?
What?
Your server.
Yes.
What do you require most from your server?
Oh, I want them to be good looking.
Good looking. Okay.
Clean.
Yeah, very important.
Clean appearance. You know, I like them shaved. You know, I know now is everybody, all the men have beards.
Okay.
But I say to them, I really don't like that, you know, and to know the menu, to know the menu, you know, yeah, be fast and efficient, you know, very efficient. Yes, and yeah, because if we're busy and they do their job well, they make more money, you know, with tips and gratuity. Yeah. But I have very good staff. I have wonderful staff.
Wonderful staff.
Yes.
And two more questions.
Yes.
What makes your restaurant? What do you think makes your restaurant different from other Greek restaurants?
Well, we're a family here. You know, it's owned by a family. My sons, myself, my husband, my cousin, my nephew, and all my Greek patriots. You know, like I have. We're a little family here.
This is the difference.
Yeah, and we have a passion for food and to please our customers, you know. Like we take pride in that.
It's food with love.
Yes, food with love.
And the last one, do you have any community projects you have sponsored?
We have a Greek church here and a Greek community. And they have a big festival at the end of the summer, the Labor Day weekend, and we sponsor them, and we volunteer, and we help out, and sometimes they bring dancers from Greece, and we have them here for dinner. So we do that, and we help the Red Cross in the community, and the Salvation Army. And my place up here, it helps people in need. It's, sometimes we take food over there, some turkeys at Christmas, or if we have some extras, we take it there. It's called My Place on Pandora. Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. I think they're gonna order. So, did you want to see a menu or?
I
just
would
to see it.
to take some photos and
take a picture.
Oh, well, let me put my lipstick on. How's that? Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Have you taken down the name of her? The name? What is the name? M?
23 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, I can spell.
Yeah.
How do you spell your